Welcome back to my next Lucifer Season 6 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Lucifer, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you found out that you're not caught up, then it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for all of you out there that are wondering, if you didn't know already, this is indeed my first time watching the show Lucifer. Almost done with it. Join me on the journey and let's discuss the show in the comment section along with the legendary Crazy Coffee Man. With all that said, this will be Lucifer Season 6, Episode 8. The title of this episode is called Save the Devil, Save the World. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Ella starts off by saying, see, there it is, definitive proof that the laws of nature are breaking down and the Earth as we know it is officially doomed. Fewer hiccups, dwindling mosquito numbers, all that contributes to what Ella's saying right now. And Ella's mad that they've kept Ella, the scientist, on the sidelines. Amenadiel says the time has come for Lucifer to ascend the throne, and Lucifer's wings are coming out. Ella's wondering why he's shrugging his shoulders. And Amenadiel tells Lucifer to get his head on straight, but Lucifer's having difficulty getting his wings out. They won't come out. Ella sees Amenadiel use his wings, so that's how it's supposed to work. Lucifer has to wake up Linda Martin. He tells her it's time for the final therapy of Lucifer Morningstar. Now, was Linda cheating on Amenadiel? Did they break up at some point or something that I don't know? You had that guy there. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. I don't think I did, but there was a guy there, and it looked like she was potentially maybe had some fun with him, and that's why she was sleeping. But anyway, Linda tells Lucifer that most performance issues come from the mind, and then Lucifer finds out about the book that Linda's been writing. This is happening at 3 a.m. in the morning without a bra, Linda says. She tells him she's been writing a book about Lucifer. The book has many pages. Sleepover time, Lucifer, Ella, Chloe, Linda, and Maze will be reading different chapters from this book. Ella finds out that Dan is there, although she, of course, can't see them. Dan wants Maze to be her Whoopi Goldberg, or his Whoopi Goldberg in the movie Ghost, who I can't stand, by the way, on The View, of course. But in Ghost, Whoopi Goldberg, great stuff. The View, terrible stuff. Everyone's name is on one page, and we go to that moment. Ella thinks Lucifer thinks she's all sunshine and rainbows. Maze can't wait to dig into this book. Linda tells Chloe that she's starting to think that this is a mistake. At least I have you, rational, reasonable Chloe, always on task. We get the scene of Dan and Maze going after the person that killed Chloe's dad. Maze and Dan have different versions of the moment. Maze tells Dan that she'll torture Dan in heaven. Ella tells Lucifer that she lost her faith after Charlotte Richards died. Lucifer comforts Ella. Lucifer tells her that Ray Ray is the angel of death. Lucifer says this is the worst idea the doctor has ever had. Chloe thinks about what Rory said. She's on her deathbed and Lucifer's never there. Maze says she could have told Ella the truth while she was still alive. Talking to Dan, of course. Maze tells Ella Dan wants to talk to you. Ella says, I really, really miss you so much. Dan tells Maze to what to say, and Maze says, yo. She summarizes what Dan says. Ella thought this time she was a part of an inner circle. Turns out not to be the case. Chloe talks to Lucifer about every time they have an emotional breakthrough, he goes and disappears. Chloe talks about Lucifer's subconscious. She wonders if his subconscious would choose not to stay. Linda kept the last chapter of this book at her office. Lucifer thinks Linda believes he'll fail and not become God. Maze talks about Dan's guilt. She tells him to dig in and sniff sniff that shit like a demon, but I spelled shit T-H-I-T. Interesting. Dan thinks Maze cracked something. She's onto something, basically. Chloe thinks she wasn't an amazing mother for Rory. Her wings are crazy looking and not something that an angel would necessarily have. Rory's actually there to hear this. Here's what they said about her. Rory tells Chloe that she admires her mom the most. Lucifer tells Rory to shoot him so he can prove how much he cares about her. Rory shoots and Lucifer is bleeding. That's the first time in a while that's happened. Chloe says, "Don't you do anything like that ever again." So Linda shows up. "Are you bleeding?" "Yes, I am, but don't worry about it. Hand it over. It's time to see how the story really ends." Lucifer thanks Linda. Some may say you've been a godsend. Lucifer's wings come out and he goes to heaven. He's returned to heaven to rule as God Almighty. Lucifer says that this is preposterous, and as that was what she wrote, as she wrote a fake ending. "Oh, the wings come out. Chloe says you're finally ready to be God." "I am, but he's choosing not to be. All this has made me realize I don't want to be God, since it's not his calling." Rory says, "Reading this, I get to see things from the outside, like, okay, the other side. Now I understand you." All the Chloe and Lucifer moments. Rory says it's good to know he loves you. Linda brings up the whole end of the world situation. Lucifer says, "I'm sure Amenadiel will figure it out. He always does." Ella thanks Carol for picking her up. She tells him sorry for kind of ditching him at the wedding. Ella wishes she could tell Carol more, but it's not her secret to share. Carol says, "That's fine. I trust our relationship." Linda burns pages of her book. She's not happy that she couldn't realize her client of 5 years didn't want to become God. Lucifer tells Linda that she made him a better man. That's the best compliment a therapist could receive. Lucifer leaves. That seemed like a send-off for Linda Martin's character. I don't think it would be, but it seemed like that's the last time we're going to see Linda. Well, there's 2 episodes left, I believe, that I'm on. Yeah. So Amenadiel knows why the world is ending. We need to talk, and that's what ends this episode of Lucifer. So, pretty good episode again to end the season. They're coming out with some good episodes. I'm going to give this one an 8.8 out of 10. Of course, Lucifer, amazing in every episode. Chloe, great. May's great. I'm going to give the character to Lucifer and to Linda Martin because it was her book, and it was interesting seeing everybody's perspective of the stuff that she was writing. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lucifer and you want to help me out the YouTube algorithm, please don't forget to Hulk smash the like button. And remember, I cover a lot of stuff on this channel. Check out my playlist. We've got The Walking Dead, Dexter, UFC fight reactions, Big Bang Theory, Shameless, Game of Thrones, a lot of stuff. Lost, check out. And don't forget to share the video. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Lucifer. Let me know your score of the episode is, who your characters of the episode will be, interact with the legendary Crazy Coffee Man, and then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special, and you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.